Hello guys and welcome back to GMAT Golf. Hope you're all well. Put on Instagram the other day. I'm going to do a little Q&A. So rather than do it in the normal golfer's rambling style in the motor, I'll bring you out on the golf course with me. This is round 2 of today, by the way. Played this morning at the Forest of Arden and played stinking. But on the question of the Forest of Arden, with Luke Davis this morning, and he's put a question in. Do I think golf courses should be made longer or harder? For obviously, players hit the ball a lot longer nowadays, and making courses shorter and potentially easier. It's a good question, and it's one that you can talk about for a long time. And I think you've got to do both. The reason I think you've got to do both is because more and more people, amateurs included, are hitting the ball further. I hit the ball further than I've ever hit it at the minute. Just wait for my playing partner to hit a shot. Yeah, so more and more people are hitting it. And like I say, I hit the ball further than I've ever hit it before. I'm by no means long. So I think courses need to start placing bunkers more strategically and hazards in general. For example, if we look at the Arden on the 3rd hole, it's par 5 and it's not a difficult par 5. However, they've recently put a ditch across the middle of it. I say recently, it's probably in the last couple of years, because it's literally right on people's driving lines. 2 seconds, I'm going to get shot. Lovely bounce right. So yeah, I think if the courses are made longer, they don't need to be made silly lengths. Because I mean, let's take Bryson for example. Hits the ball like he's massive, but not really striking the course on fire with birdies, is he? He's not ripping up massive scores. Now let's look at Rory. Probably one of the best drivers of the ball, one of the longest drivers of the ball as well. He's got a great short game. It pains me to say that, but he has. So I think by making the course harder, by strategically placed hazards, it's going to have a bigger impact on those longer hitters. And realistically, if you're placing the hazards where those monster hitters are landing, that's not going to impact the shorter hitters. Yes, the course is longer, but you can adjust stroke indexes accordingly. So I think you need to do both longer and more strategically placed bunkers. And never film on the 5th hole, and this is why, breathing out my arse. Beautiful hole though. So Luke, I hope that answers your question. If it don't, tough. Speak to you soon, pal. So next question then is from Ryan 1989. Also a member at Oakridge here with me, or like me, and he's asking me what's my best and worst hole, my favourite hole and my worst hole. One in the same. That's 17. I love 17. It's a lovely looking hole, and it's a rewarding hole if you play it well. But it can be a bitch. It can punish you. It's a long par 4. You've got to get your drive away. You know, it's like dogleg right. Probably 45-yard pond in front of the green. So it's a tough hole, and it's late in the round. It's the 17th, so you're knackered. But I would say that's my favourite and my least favourite hole on the course. Yeah, and that's why, because it's a really risk-rewarding hole. You're playing well, you'll get rewarded. If you're playing poorly, you'll get punished. So I hope that answers your question, buddy. So, the last question's in from Ben Timmins, the chubby golfer off the gram, and he's asked quite an interesting question, to be fair. question is asked, and I think I've got this right. Would I rather a lesson off previously mentioned Rory Mcllroy for my driving, or an irons lesson off the late great Severiano Ballesteros, or a putting lesson off Tiger Woods? After today's performance, after the way I played today, I'd like a lesson off Tiger with his putting. So it's a good question, and let's be honest, it's got to be Seve, because you're not just going to learn basic ball striking. You're going to learn how to shape the shots, the crazy get out of jail shots. You're going to learn so much more from Seve than you are off Tiger and Rory. Don't get me wrong, you learn a barrel load off them two, but Seve's the one that you want to be learning from. Let's be fair, you're going to learn an absolute barrel load from him. So yeah, that's the answer to that then. Only a short one today, guys. Take care. See you again soon.